My biggest difficulty in Romans 9 is I'm distracted by all the things I hear people argue about. And so it takes a lot of work to just focus on what is God ministering to me through his word. Today, it was this focus on how the righteousness we have in Jesus Christ is by faith. Paul began his letter to the Romans making this clear when he talked about not being ashamed of the gospel. It is the power of God for salvation. And then he clarifies, because in it, the righteousness of God is revealed from faith, for faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith. That's supposed to be on our minds all the way through the letter. So is the expression, the obedience of faith, because the righteousness of faith comes without works, but the righteousness of God in us that is by faith, it walks in obedience to God's will. So Paul, by the end of Romans, he's saying that the Gentiles who did not pursue righteousness have attained it, that is, a righteousness that is by faith, but that Israel, who pursued a law that would lead to righteousness, did not succeed in reaching that law. So why did Israel not succeed at reaching righteousness through the law? And Paul's answer is, because they did not pursue it by faith, but as if it were based on works. That's all I'm focusing on here. There's so much to read if you want to, but that's the thing that's standing out. Israel thought that they could eventually attain righteousness by the keeping of the law, but they had no faith, so it would never happen. But Paul concludes this chapter by saying that anyone who has this righteousness by faith will never be ashamed.